You loudly close the door and walk near your bed in anger before laying down. Tears started to come out from your eyes, and you are feeling extremely heartbroken because of what happened outside a while ago. You tightly squeezed the blanket in your hands and started crying loudly. Jungkook was standing outside your room hanging his head low as he was extremely sorry for not telling you anything about his past. As he didn't feel the need because he wanted to live in the present with you. He has forgotten about his past and he only wants you in his present. His heart was aching hearing your loud sobs. He wanted to go inside and try to console you, but it wasn't a good idea because you'll get more mad if we show up at this time. After getting ready, you came outside the room as it was afternoon already. You weren't even able to eat anything during the night, so you started feeling hungry. Are you okay, madam? She got a little worried after seeing your puffy eyes. No one knows what happened yesterday, but they were sure that whatever it was, it is pretty serious. I'm okay, Hanashi. Did you make something because I'm hungry? You said sitting on the chair. She walked beside you. Today, Master Jungkook has cooked breakfast for you. Your brows frowned and you looked at her. He said he will cook and he didn't let anyone come inside the kitchen until he was here, but then he got an important call so he had to leave. But I guess he was in the mood to stay at home. She served you the food, and just by the smell you got the idea of what he has cooked. He know how much you like pancake, especially the with chocolate filling inside, and he is perfect in cooking those. But you didn't feel happy this time or got excited to see them because the fact that he doesn't even apologize to you, doesn't even care to check up on you when he clearly know what he has done and how much you're gonna cry. He doesn't care to look back for once. You got up without even touching the food. Madam, where are you going without eating anything? I lost my appetite. You walked upstairs in your room. It's really funny, like how in the last minute John uncle asked your father to get you married to his son. You can say it's a golden fortune for you, otherwise you might be living that middle class life. You looked at her shocked because you never knew about this. Neither anybody told you before, not even Jungkook. You looked at him with questioning look. Mina, do you think it's the right place to start a conversation like this? Why are you behaving like she doesn't know anything? Wait, does she? Did you tell her that you were supposed to marry your childhood love, but she ran away so you had no choice but to agree to marry her? Jungkook looked in your direction. He knew how much hurt you might have been after hearing this. Why did you never tell me about this? You were looking at him with so many questions in your eyes. You were feeling hurt as if someone ripped your heart apart, and this was the biggest secret Jungkook has kept from you. There's nothing to say in that, Ryan. He got interrupted when Meena scoffed. You both looked at her. Not important? Did you forget she was your first love and how madly you wanted her? Jeez. I can't believe you have changed this much, or you're just pretending like not caring in front of her. I can understand. I'm sorry for revealing your secret. I didn't know that you are keeping it a secret from her. Enough, Meena. That was past. Don't say anything. She shrugged her shoulder and took a sip of her wine before looking at you with a smirk as she could see the tears in your eyes. You were just looking at Jungkook feeling betrayed, meanwhile he was avoiding to look in your eyes. Have some more? His hands paused midway when you suddenly caught up. I wonder how many secrets are still there. You immediately left from there while Jungkook also got up and before running after you, he looked at Mina. You shouldn't have hid anything on the first place. He picked his phone and left from there. Ryan, listen to me. Leave me alone. You straight went upstairs in your room while he sighed. Why did you do that, huh? I told you not to ever mention about those things in front of Ryan. Then why? Mina scoffed and crossed her arms around her chest before looking at him. Why are you so afraid of telling her about your past, huh? Does she not trust you? Or now you are regretting for marrying her? She couldn't able to finish her sentence when Jungkook grabbed her throat. Just because you are a good friend of mine doesn't mean I will listen anything about my wife. Know to stay in your limits. She struggled to free herself. Jungkook let go of her and looked at her with a deadly gaze. I never look back and keep this thing in your mind that Ryan is now my wife, my present and will be my future, so it's better if you stay away from her. He left from there in anger while Meena clenched her jaws in anger. Now I know why Sarah decided to leave you. You deserve this, John Jungkook. Jungkook knocked on the door. Ryan opened the door. He again knocked when he got no reply. Neither you opened the door. You've been inside your room since morning and haven't eaten anything. Ryan, don't behave like a child and open the door. Open it or else I have to break it. He paused when the door opened wide, revealing you standing with a straight face. Why are you doing this? Why didn't you eat anything? Why do you care if I eat or not? Why suddenly I became important to you when I was just a deal? He looked down before looking up at you once again. Why do you think you were a deal, huh? Did I ever make you feel like that? Yes, you do. Every single time when you just doesn't care, and now when I think about it, then I realize why you are like this. Now I understand the reason. What are you saying, Ryan? I'm saying the truth. The truth that you have been hiding from me. That's the reason why you never told me anything about your past, because you never wanted me to know that you were just bound to marry me. It's just because my father owned you and that's why he offered me as a payment. Now I know why you never showed love to me. You're always cold towards me because you don't love me. Enough, Ryan. Come to your senses. You both looked in each other's eyes. Do I look like someone who will marry anyone just like that? Do you really think we would be together if I don't love you? I didn't want you to know about my past because I don't think there was any need for it. You have become my present and future also, then why would I look back in the past? I don't want to hurt you by telling you all this, Ryan. You have no idea how precious you are to me. He ran his finger through his hair, looking away. You looked down. I'm sorry. He turned his face towards you and sighed, getting a little sad. You have done nothing wrong to apologize for. Let's go. Eat something before going to bed. He held your hand and walked you downstairs. After the dinner, you both came in your room, and this was the first time Jungkook slept in the same bed as you. You both have separate rooms as Jungkook mostly come late at night because of work, and you guys yourself decided to stay in separate rooms from the day of marriage. Jungkook indeed a great husband, but like other husbands, he never shows affection, pretend to not care about whatever you do. He do everything you ask for, but there are things that can't be asked to do from the front, and you expect your partner to understand that. Jungkook fails here. He never asks you to go on a date with him, never take a day off from work if you don't ask him to do so. Your friends always tells you how their husbands treat them like a queen and do this and that, but you never get a chance to show off because Jungkook is not that type. His love is deep and show it in his way. He cares for you but never expresses, which always make you think that all he cares about is work and your presence doesn't even matter to him. This was the first time he has expressed his feelings in words. You got happy to hear that how he gives importance to you over everything. He forgot about his past just to live with you in his present and future as well. How careful he was that you never get hurt after knowing about his past. Jungkook? His hands were wrapped around your waist as he was sleeping back hugging you. I'm sorry. You were feeling so bad and for overreacting by hearing half of the story, but the thing was, you did got hurt after knowing that things wouldn't happen like you thought. You were just a last-minute replacement, and if Sarah never ran away, Jungkook might have gotten married to his first love. What's that you are feeling so sorry for? He was sleepy. You looked down, playing with his fingers, trying not to cry. Just everything that I said without realizing. He pulled you closer and took a deep breath before exhaling. Me too. I'm sorry for everything that I hid from you and for being unexpressive. I promise I'll try to be a good husband from now on. You're already good. A slight smile appeared on his face as he placed a kiss on your head. You were getting so bored at home, so you decided to come for some shopping. You also wanted to refresh your mind from what was happening lately. It was a way too much for you to bear. He was genuine when he said he already moved on from his past and never wanted to look back because now he has you in his present and future. Hello, Vayanshi. You flinched a little after coming out from your thoughts all of a sudden and look at the owner of the voice, who was no one other than Meena. She smiled and came near you. Looks like you don't like my greetings. There's nothing like that. She chuckled and nodded. I was just joking, by the way. Sorry for that day. I didn't mean to spoil your mood. It's okay. She looked at the makeup products that were in your hands. Wow, we both use same brand. They have so much in their new collection. Did you check that? I just came for this. If you don't mind, then let's grab a coffee. You were hesitating a little because you don't even know her, and suddenly she started to get all friendly, but then you decided to go with her. I never visited this place before. It's pretty cool. You nodded, agreeing with her, and then you both sat on your seats. Ryan, that day I know I shouldn't have said all that, but I thought you should know about these things. I didn't know Jungkook had moved on this quickly. Can I ask you something? She nodded. You inhaled deeply before speaking. If Jungkook was getting married to Sarah, then why did she run away? I mean, she placed her cup on the table before leaning forward. It was strange, and in fact I was shocked because although we were best friends, but she never told me anything about this. Maybe it was her last minute decision to run away like this because she herself agreed for the marriage. If she agreed to marry, then why did she do that? She shrugged her shoulders. She never contacted me after that. I thought Jungkook did something and that's why she ran away, because without any second thought he married to you on the same day when he was about to marry Sarah. So she doesn't run away on the day of marriage? She shook her head. No, she ran a week prior to that. Jungkook and her were good friends from childhood. In fact, we three, but they both got feelings for each other and they started dating and they were pretty good together. It was the first time when Sarah started behaving a little different. Maybe she doesn't feel the same liking towards Jungkook as before, because I heard her talking about it a few times, but I ignored thinking she must be joking. Now I know she wasn't in love with Jungkook. It was just she was forcing herself to be with him, but I guess she realized it at the right time. You mean she doesn't love Jungkook? You can say that. How funny that I failed to realize it, but maybe Jungkook already guessed it. That's why he doesn't care that much, although he was heartbroken, but I guess that's why he doesn't say no to his father. But you said they both love each other. She nodded. Yes, Jungkook didn't turn out to be her type, I guess. Yet, you see, he's not that expressive like women usually prefer a guy to be in a relationship, maybe. No, he's still the same. She looked at you surprised. Really? And you still don't have any problem? You didn't say anything. She chuckled, making you look at her. No wonder why he loves you. By the way, I'm happy for both of you. Suddenly your phone rang and you checked the caller ID before looking at her. I'll answer it. She nodded. Yes, where are you? I came home and nobody knows where you went. I'm sorry, I came to the mall. I'll be there soon. It's okay, just share me the location and I'll come. You looked at Meena and then hummed, okay. It was Jungkook. Oh, he knows how to call now. I'm just kidding. Then you both started talking randomly, knowing about each other, and you realized she's not as bad as you thought after your first meeting. She was just a little angry on Jungkook because Sarah was her best friend and he didn't care to look for her. After some time, Jungkook also came back and he was taken aback to see you with Meena. He thought she again tried to humiliate you, but that was not the case. You looked quite comfortable with her. You noticed him coming. You are quick. He looked at Meena before sitting next to you. Don't look at me like that. We are good friends now. He looked at her and then chuckled. You should have at least informed Hana that you are going out. I forgot. How can you forget such small things? Why are you making it a big deal? Don't you think you care too much? You weren't like this before. You looked at Jungkook. But you always put your nose in others' business. Don't you think you should at least change now? She rolled her eyes. You guys always fight like this? You said, laughing a little. It's your husband. He always thinks high of himself. As if you're less stubborn. Okay, guys, everyone is watching us. Jungkook looked at you. Tell me when you'll be free from here. You looked at him confused. Why? I mean, are we going somewhere? Just something like that. Don't be shy in front of me. You can say that you are taking her on a date. You looked at Jungkook while he sighed. Okay, then I gotta go. I have to go somewhere too. She looked at Jungkook. On a date with my boyfriend. He chuckled a little because she is actually cute. Let's meet often. I think we would make a best friend duo. He smiled and nodded. She left and then you looked at Jungkook. She is actually friendly and noisy too. You laughed. By the way, are we really going on a date? You put your hands over your mouth to see everything. Your eyes fell on him. When did you prepare all this? He extended his hand towards you while you gave your hand in his. Then he walked you to the table before making you sit on the seat. I just wanted to give you a surprise. You didn't say anything because you knew he has more to say. He looked down, caressing the wedding ring in his finger. I never put any effort to make you feel good in this relationship, right? He slowly lifted up his face. I'm sorry, I can't do more than apologizing. I'm starting to know you day by day, so it's getting a little okay for me now. I'm not at all upset or angry on you.